Greetings, friends, and welcome to today's dose of inspiration. Well, we are still continuing on with the Lord's Prayer, a model or template for our own prayer lives, because prayer is one of the most important disciplines that should be implemented in the life of every believer. We've already learned this week that it was important enough for Jesus, so therefore it is vitally important for us. We're going to continue on with that model template to see exactly what Jesus was telling us when he gave us some instruction on how to pray. We've already covered the first part of this model, so if you've missed that this week, definitely hop on over and take a look at that to kind of catch yourself up, because today we're going to start in near the bottom of this template to further on what we've already been learning. We're going to jump in at verse number 13 of chapter 6 of the book of Matthew. The next part of this prayer says, "Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one." Did you know that it is very important that every single day you are asking for strength to overcome temptation? Temptation is bound to happen every single day, multiple times a day. Unfortunately, that's just part of life. We have a very real enemy who is trying his best every day to trip us up, to make us stumble, and to make us fall. So you better believe that he is going to be laying out some temptations in front of you. The temptations can range from a wide variety of things, like something major, such as the temptation to commit adultery on your spouse. Or it can be something that we feel is seemingly insignificant, like the temptation to tell one of those little white lies. Temptations come all the time, and if we're not prepared ahead of time, it is very easy to fall right on into that sinful thing we're being tempted with. You know, the Bible says that we are tempted in every kind of way, but in every temptation, God provides a way of escape. And more often than not, that provision comes before the temptation hits us. That means we have to be prepared ahead of time. We have to have already had a conversation with God early in the morning, begging him, "Lord, prepare me today. Help me to know what temptation is. And the moment that it hits me, quickly quicken that in my spirit so that I can follow you out of that mess." Because he'll help you. He promised to. The problem that most of us have is that we get up every day, we forget about this communication time with God, we forget to follow this template, we don't really know what kind of things to ask him to help us with, and temptation is a huge one. We are to ask God every single day that before the day even starts, to give us a new dose of wisdom, that he can help us to get out of every tempting situation, or that we don't even walk into things that we know will tempt us. It's vitally important, my friend. So important that it is part of the model prayer, the template that Jesus gave us to implement every day as we're talking to God. So I want to encourage you, if you have not been asking God to help you avoid temptations, ask him, because he definitely is going to answer you, and he is going to help you to avoid every temptation. He's going to provide for you a way to get out and to escape so that you don't fall into the trap of that enemy of yours. I want to thank you so very much for tuning in today. Until next time, I pray that you will walk in the favor and the blessings of the Lord. See you soon.